by itself, okay? Now, tell me when you're ready. All right, what's happening on Wall Street this week, okay? Now, tariffs right now and our trade relationships, take that off the screen. I'm sorry, I don't want to start with that. Well, trade relationships with Japan. Let's go with number 34. What's happening on Wall Street this week? Investors watching retail earnings and second estimate of first quarter GDP. Okay, this is CNN right out of the box. Now let me explain something that they're not going to get all the math correct on. All right? But you have not stopped purchasing. America has not stopped making purchases. So, what they want you to believe is that the tariffs with China, the trade war, all of the issues concerning trade around the world are putting such a vice on your favorite stores, okay? Now, let's go to number 35. What's happening on Wall Street, okay? Kohl's, Walmart, Home Depot. What's happening on Wall Street this week? Investors watching retail earnings, okay? Now, what they will tell you is they're going to tell you that all of these box stores are hurting, and they have statements from all three, okay, that say that the tariffs with China, okay, are going to cause prices to go up. Let's go to number 36. Earnings this week. Gap, Abercrombie and Fitch, Costco, and I don't know who that, I've never heard of this, whatever the hell. Anyhow, so let me say this. Watching TV, these companies are stuck in old marketing plans, okay? You see most of these companies, and I won't throw Home Depot and Walmart in there exactly, but you see most of these companies like Gap, you see most of these companies like Kohl's, J.C. Penney's. You see a lot of their marketing is focused around holiday sales. So whenever they're putting their yearly marketing plan out, they're not marketing to you in May and June. They're really not. They're not marketing to you at different times throughout the year. These people miss the whole, you would think, multi-million-dollar companies would have this figured out, okay? They miss what's happening now. They are in such a crisis to hold on to their brick and mortar and you coming in their store that they're still hoping to survive throughout the year on their holiday marketing. I'm serious. Let me explain that. There was a time where Best Buy, and I'm not picking on them, there was a time when Gap, there was a time when Kohl's, there was a time when Penny's, Sears, there was a time when if they pushed a massive amount of their marketing dollars towards, okay, a massive amount towards holiday or certain marketing times, that after that was over, the just residual purchases would do what? Sustain them until the next big marketing blast, Christmas, whatever it may be. Christmas, their biggest one, right? But guess what? After those major marketing blasts, which are not resulting in what they would like to, because you have your Cyber Monday, after those major marketing blasts for these companies, they're not getting the residual sales as though they used to. What do I mean by that? It's their own fault if they didn't figure it out. Things change. Now, how many of you over the weekend watched some TV shows that there was commercials for a new line of men's shorts called Chubbies, right? How many of you have joined a shaving club where razors are sent to your house, right? Shoes, women's clothing. How many of you are watching major TV programming and seeing an online apparel, women's clothing, shoes, men's dress wear, regardless, that are not your usual name brands that you grew up with? But this generation now in 18, 25, 30, they didn't grow up with Sears. How many new entrepreneurs are out there doing a good job marketing, taking what I call the box store's residual, customer base away? See, what is happening is you're ignoring, and I say this, and what you're going to say is, well, if you would have ever purchased one time at Abercrombie and Fitch, whoever they are, you would be seeing their ads. I've never purchased a razor in my life, but I know exactly all of the newfangled companies that are selling razors on the cheap by how they're marketing. And I've never bought one online, okay? I have never purchased a pair of shorts from Chubbies online, but they're marketing, okay? And they know what they're doing because they market effectively, and they're taking that customer base away from these stores, and they're getting themselves ready for Christmas and the major holidays. So every year with the internet and these new entrepreneurs that are growing a business, and you can't tell them no. I mean, heck, I look at men's shoes online. I look at all kinds of things online, and they're marketing to all of us. And they don't say Sears, and they don't say JCPenney's, and there's new names out there that people are going to. And what has happened, folks, is the marketing that used to be at Gap and used to be at these other box stores that they save for these certain times, okay? They save for these certain times. These companies now, these startups, are getting their residual customer, and then they do not get them back for Christmas. You cannot, hey, look, I don't live next to a metropolitan area. So we're in the big city of LJ. So I can't tell you I would never go in stores and look around. I just don't live next to them, and I chose not to and don't want to. Okay? But it is nobody's fault that things are changing, and the box stores now, you have companies that are now have gone to effective internet marketing, effective delivery, changes in pickups. I mean, you have grocery store pickups. Walmart offers the pickup, okay, order ahead. Even food establishments are ordering the pickup, right? I mean, look at the stores that are, the restaurants that are making a deal with Uber Eats. Okay, they become a delivery service for restaurants. In fact, I don't know who would ever order McDonald's and have it delivered. But look at those. The changes. Okay, you either sign on or your restaurant's going to be sitting empty. Okay, you sign on or your box stores are going to be sitting empty. A lot of box stores that have switched to a major internet marketing campaign slash gone to the next level are using their box stores as fulfillment centers. Is that what it's called? So if you order from a zip code, the closest store to that zip code pulls it off the shelf and does the shipping. So that way they still have the walk-in customers and they're doing their shipping too. So folks, don't believe, okay? Don't believe the lies that the media is telling you. Number 35, okay? Don't believe the lies the media is telling you. Now, they will come out and investors watching retail earnings and second estimate of first quarter GDP, okay? Retail earnings. Watch the way that's presented. Be very careful with the way it's presented, because it's not true. The retail earnings, if it's only surrounding the box store, be very careful. We're going to stay on top of that. I'm just trying every week when things come up, I try to highlight one of the strongest lies the media tells you. I'm going to get done here. We got to go to commercial, and when we come back, we're going to talk about why President Donald Trump was in Japan in the first place, okay? And Sleepy Joe Biden. But here's the last thing I want to say on this. The media lives to lie to you every day, folks. This is one of their biggest lies they're trying to tell, okay? And all I want you to do is not listen to me. Start watching your internet. When you're watching TV, watch all these companies that are marketing to you and think about when's the last time you saw a commercial for a box store on your viewing aid. Just saying. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back after these messages.